All right, you've been through the storm. She left, maybe she ghosted you, or maybe it was a messy breakup. Whatever the case, she's back now and she's begging for another chance. This situation can mess with your mind. You're thinking, do I take her back? Has she changed? What do I even say? Don't worry. Let's break down what you should do if she comes crawling back, and we'll make sure you come out of this situation smarter and stronger. 1. Don't jump into emotional decisions. The first thing to understand is that emotions will be running high. When she comes back begging, you might still have feelings for her, and that's okay. But don't let those feelings decide for you. Emotions are like a fog. They cloud your vision and stop you from thinking clearly. Take a deep breath. Step back. Before you even consider anything, give yourself some time to think. Now, here's the reality. Just because she's back doesn't mean she's coming back for the right reasons. Is it because she misses you or because she's lonely? Did the person she left you for not work out? Or is she genuinely sorry for her mistakes? This is where you need to focus on her actions, not just her words. 2. Ask yourself why she left in the first place. Let's be honest, breakups don't just happen for no reason. Something made her leave. Was it a lack of communication? Did she cheat? Did she not value you? You need to get clear on why things ended in the first place. A lot of times, we tend to romanticize the past when someone comes back into our lives. We forget the bad parts and focus on the good times. But here's the key. If you don't address what went wrong before, you'll just end up in the same situation again. So before you even think about giving her another shot, ask yourself, why did we break up in the first place? Is it something that can truly be fixed? 3. Set clear boundaries. If she's serious about coming back, you need to set boundaries. Don't just fall back into old patterns. Let her know that if you're going to give her another chance, things need to be different this time. She needs to earn your trust again. This isn't about being cold or mean, but about protecting yourself from getting hurt again. You see, it's easy for someone to say they've changed. Words are cheap, but actions speak louder. Give her time to prove she's changed and set boundaries that protect your heart in the meantime. 4. Don't settle for less. Here's the truth: you're worth more than just being someone's backup plan. If she left you, then she needs to prove that she's not just coming back out of convenience. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Make sure that she's truly sorry and willing to work on things. And here's the twist: sometimes when people come back begging, they aren't doing it because they miss you. They're doing it because they're scared of being alone. Don't let her desperation cloud your judgment. You don't owe anyone a second chance just because they're begging for it. You owe it to yourself to protect your peace and make decisions that will benefit you in the long run. 5. Evaluate if you're ready now. Let's flip the script for a second. Ask yourself if you are ready for her to come back. Do you really want her back in your life? Or are you considering it because it feels good to have someone want you again? Sometimes we say yes to things just because it's familiar or because we don't want to be alone. Don't let loneliness guide your decision. If you're thriving, building yourself up, and moving forward without her, maybe her return is a test to see if you've really grown or if you'll fall back into old habits. Make sure that you're thinking about what's best for your growth and happiness. 6. Talk, but don't be afraid to walk away when she comes back begging. Have an honest conversation with her. Hear her out, but stay strong in your position. Listen, but don't just accept anything she says at face value. Ask her the tough questions. Why did you leave? What's different now? What do you expect from me? After this conversation, you'll have a better understanding of whether this is worth pursuing. And remember, if she can't give you real answers, or if she's dodging the responsibility of why things ended, it's okay to walk away. It doesn't matter how much she begs if the foundation of the relationship is broken. It's not worth rebuilding. Let me give you an example of this in action. A guy I know, Mike, went through something similar. His ex-girlfriend left him because she said he wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted a more driven guy, someone who was already successful. It hit him hard because he genuinely loved her, but he accepted the breakup and focused on improving himself. A year later, she came back into his life, telling him she made a mistake, that she missed him, and that she wanted another chance. Mike listened to her, but he didn't let emotions take over. He had grown so much in that year. He started his own business, got in better shape, and built a solid group of friends. He was doing better without her. When she begged for him to come back, he didn't just say yes. He asked her what had changed. It turns out she had broken up with the other guy because he wasn't who she thought he was. Mike realized that she wasn't coming back for him. She was coming back because things didn't work out elsewhere. So he said no, and he walked away with his head held high. The point is, when someone comes back, it doesn't mean you have to take them back. You've got to weigh everything carefully and do what's best for you. 8. You deserve better. The last thing you should keep in mind is that you deserve someone who is fully committed to you from the start. Don't let anyone come in and out of your life when it's convenient for them. Value yourself enough to know that if someone left once, they might leave again. And you don't need that kind of uncertainty in your life. By staying strong and sticking to your boundaries, you show that you respect yourself. You're not someone's second option, and you're certainly not a safety net. If she wants to be back in your life, she's going to have to prove it through her actions, not just her words. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, it's about making sure that your well-being and peace come first. Don't be afraid to say no, and don't feel pressured into taking someone back just because they're begging. Remember, the power is in your hands. You get to decide who stays in your life and under what terms. Stay strong and always prioritize your happiness.